Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Julen Larrucea and Pranav Salunke from SUSE Linux, and we are going to talk to you about training labs and OSbash. So, here everybody is trying to scale OpenStack for big deployments, but we are actually trying to do the complete opposite. We are trying to use OpenStack for installing in very small machines, like old laptops. And that was actually the idea behind OSbash. OSbash is a project which started in 2013 by Pranav Salunke and Julen Larrucea, and it became an official OpenStack project in 2015. The main idea is to provide an easy to deploy and understand tool for installing OpenStack, and a set of bash-based scripts which enable the installation of the whole system. So the main driver for the installation of OpenStack is called OSbash, and it's currently fully written in Bash, and it follows the official install guide step by step. The main features of the training labs and the OSbash scripts is that they are true cross-platform, including Windows and Mac OS, and they install all the components from OpenStack, including Keystone, Glance, Nova, Neutron, Horizon, Cinder, Swift is still experimental, Heat, and Salometer. And it can work fully offline because it downloads the packages locally, and it provides a predictable environment which is very suitable for training purposes. And it can be fully removed quite easily.
Yep, so I will take a deeper look into the architecture of OSbash. As Julian mentioned, it's really easy to set up, it's very predictable, and that also means that that we have to really do some really complex things without touching the environment of the user, and that's something we do with virtual machines, and that's also why it's so easy to delete and uninstall the entire environment. The way it works is the initial part is once you start running the scripts, it installs the operating system. It really fetches the images, and we are supporting Ubuntu from a long time. It's very stable. We have initial works done for OpenSUSE and CentOS, and we are trying to be vendor neutral, operating system neutral, and trying to install the operating system in the first phase. Then we upgrade it, we apply all the updates that are not related to OpenStack but with the operating system itself, and then we create a base disk, and the base disk also has one step where it caches all the packages, so it doesn't install them, it downloads them and puts it into the respective cache of the package manager. It could be apt so it could be var cache something, or it could be in wherever the respective package manager stores them. This allows us to eliminate the requirement of internet, and the base disk is very small, minimalistic environment. It's around 5 GB in size at the worst case. That is caching all the OpenStack, KVM, and related dependencies, all the packages inside it. And what we do is we create some sort of a lightweight clone of this base disk. That means that we are not creating a new hard disk. We are not copy-pasting the hard disk, but rather we are creating the new hard disk on top of the old one. So the storage is cumulative. So all the repeating components of the system, like all the packages, all the operating system related details inside the disk, are not duplicated, which allows us to provide a very minimalistic requirement for storage, which never goes beyond 10 GB size, unless you want to have a very big Cinder backend and you want to launch a lot of VMs, then you need to increase the size of the disk for obvious reasons. And the way the installer works is it takes snapshots on every step. So it installs a given service of OpenStack, stops the VM, takes a snapshot, then it starts again and installs, and so on and so forth. and this is also multi-node, so that's something very important for providing a fake clone of how it's designed in the data center, of course in a very minimalistic and stripped down version, as Julian mentioned, that we are trying to do the exact opposite of what rest of the OpenStack community is trying to do. And at the end we have OSpatch, which is OSpatch cluster, which is basically a very open standard based OpenStack deployment on multiple nodes, and you can start playing around with it. And if you break some service in between, maybe you were tweaking Nova and you broke Nova, you don't have to worry about it. You can use one of the snapshots, so just revert back to the snapshot and you can get to a point where Nova was running before you broke it. And it's very simple to run it. It's just one command which does everything for you. And we are also supporting KVM and VirtualBox backends, and this runs on every platform, that is Mac, Linux and Windows. And of course VirtualBox is supported in all of the platforms, but KVM is only on Linux. That's very obvious. Yeah, so I assume you guys would have a lot of questions and queries which we cannot answer in 5 minutes, so you guys can catch up with us on the RSC channel, on OpenStack Docs, or just write an email on mailing list, OpenStack Docs mailing list, or even just send a direct email.
And before we finish, I would like to acknowledge the OpenStack Foundation for giving me the travel support for key contributors. And if you happen to be interested in OpenStack installer based in Bash, I recommend my talk from tomorrow.
Yes, please join his talk tomorrow with Pomsy. It's very interesting what he's doing there.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.